joined us.
I'm back with different hair again.
And you want to introduce your gentleman behind you?
This gentleman behind me is David, and he is my SO, and he's my favorite person.
What's an SO?
Significant other.
Oh.
Yeah, that throws me off when people say that too. I'm like,
SO.
Okay.
I was like, okay. Sold out?
He is my sold out.
He is my sold out.
Sadomasochistic other.
He's my social
that's a good
octopus.
That's SMO though. That's like an HMO.
You can make it one word.
HOMO. Okay.
HMO, really?
Okay, so we were discussing sleep paralysis, or we had started discussing sleep paralysis, and David has a fun story about it apparently.
Oh my
Involving
god.
a cow?
Like, Cowboy. I was like
Alright.
11, and one thing about me is...
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was 11. I hate having my door open in my room.
It's understandable.
I hate it, because like there was
Shit
like
can be in
this
the doorway.
long,
There's weird stuff
there was this
everywhere.
long dark hall, and I was terrified of it. And one day, like I fell asleep, and I thought I woke back up, and I felt like I woke up, and I turned, and I couldn't really move my body, and I'm looking straight, like my eyes just darted straight to the hall, like something's gonna happen, and like I saw like the shadow of like a man like slowly start walking to like the frame of my door, and the only like
Did he go, howdy, girl?
the only distinguishing feature is like
Was a Marlboro Red.
was like just like a little cowboy hat, just a little cowboy hat, and my 11-year-old mind's like, that's a fucking cowboy.
That's a fucking cowboy.
And yeah, I stared at that thing for a hot minute, and I was just frozen in fear, and I couldn't do anything.
Did it sing you a jaunty tune?
It went.
It tipped your hat, tipped his hat?
It went like that.
My lady.
Yeah.
Just like-
Before that was a
How
thing,
do?
it just went, and then walked back down the hall, and I like shocked myself, and all of a sudden like I was fine again, and that was.
See,
the
I
worst.
feel like I had it really easy because I knew what sleep paralysis was before.
I have a
actually
fear of John
experienced
Wayne
it.
now.
Yeah,
And
that's
all it
understandable.
was-
You
That's-
should
All
have
it
a
was
fear
was
of
my
John
stepsister,
Wayne.
so.
Oh my god.
I don't want to like really talk about sleep paralysis because they say the more you talk about it, the more often the phenomenon occurs.
I mean, I talk about it pretty frequently, and I've never had it happen.
No?
But I'm not scared of it happening
I've only
either.
happened-
Like, I'm
happened
just
once.
like, bring it! Cowboy hat!
You're going to
You're-
bed.
you're-
I'm
you're-
a motherfucking Indian!
In your mind, you're doing that, but your body won't do it.
Right, but I said I had a similar situation before I knew what sleep paralysis was. Like, I wasn't paralyzed, but I was laying in bed and I was staring up I kept looking at my fire detector, that's like a green light, and I remembered staring at it because it didn't blink. It was a solid green light. And I thought I saw somebody in my room, and I was like, okay, well, if that gets blocked out, then it's definitely somebody in my room. And it looked like somebody was like leaning over my bed, like looking at me to see if I was awake. And I was just laying there and I couldn't move. And then I remember I was like, fuck this shit. And I was like, light and foot, like at the same time. I tried to kick it. I was like, no! And there was nothing there, and I looked like an asshole. And I was like, that's fine. Whatever. Whatever's going on. I like it. But no, I forced myself to kick at whatever the fuck was in my room. So I don't know if that's a thing.
Fuck you.
But at the same time, it would not have done any damage because it was so awkward.
And there's probably like a blanket too, like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, I just.
That would slow it down a bit.
It's like
So
that feeling where you're in the dark somewhere and you're
feel
alone,
like you're getting watched.
and you just feel like you're being watched. Or you feel like someone's coming at you, and you don't know what it is, and you just like start running. Like you're just like, I'm fine, I'm calm, and then like you start running because you're like, fuck
Like,
this.
go down to the basement.
Jim Brewer's thing about about that? Where Jim Brewer was talking about, he was like driving down. He was driving down the what is it? What highway is it that goes to Miami? That's like in the Everglades.
Alligator Alley.
Alligator Alley. He's talking about
Alligator
driving down Alligator Alley in the middle of the night, and your brain starts like, there's no lights on this road, there's no people on this road. All of a sudden, the fucking boogeyman's in the backseat. Then you get a flat tire. I'm not fucking stopping. I know what this shit is. They're doing like 90 down Alligator Alley in the middle of the night, screaming at the boogeyman. You're gonna get me! Yeah, like the same situation.
Have I told you the story about like the broken down car?
No.
So there was a story that my friend told me once. I think it's really fucking creepy. So this guy is like riding on the back roads, like, and it's totally normal, you know, like he's taken this route 100 times before, and he sees a car in the middle of the road. The lights are on, and there are two people lying in the road, and all the car doors are open, and he's like, maybe I should stop. He's like, but I'm not gonna. So he just drove past. And he said as he was peeling away, all these people came out of the woods. Like, it was like 20, 30 people just like came and like watched him like drive away.
What?
And like, could you imagine if he had stopped?
No.
What would have happened to him? Like,
There
did
you
he
go.
fall?
That's how they
An
get you.
epic fight scene.
That's how they
I would
get
have grabbed a
you.
tire
I don't
iron, like a
like
retractable one. Let's go!
I don't like that at all.
No, that doesn't sound fun at all. That sounds horrifying.
I love stories like that. Make me so happy that my car is a hybrid and I don't have a spare tire, and all I have is a tire patch.
We
kit.
get it. You're saving the world, Brighton.
I mean, no, I'm saying that like if I were to get like a slash in my tire,
oh, you
that
would
my
still
tire
drive on
patch
it?
kit. No,
Oh.
I'm fucked. It's what I'm saying.
So why are you glad you drive a hybrid?
That
you didn't
was
have to actually
incredible
mention
sarcasm.
that your car
Oh.
was a hybrid.
Oh,
It also
I
likes
didn't
to
hear the sarcasm.
do
I
this-
didn't- I
this
didn't
fun-
either.
It just
No,
sounded like you
He's
needed
like,
a way to
that's why I'm
shoehorn
glad I
in
drive a
the
hybrid.
fact that
It's
you
like,
had a
I'm
hybrid.
glad I drive a hybrid.
Because, you know,
guys,
it just
because-
flies off when I want it to. You know, it just sprouts wings. It just goes.
No. What
It's
it
lighter
does,
than air.
what it does is when it's hot as fucking balls, because it's Florida and it's like fall.
Too hot. It's
You know?
too hot.
It's not fall.
It's spring.
It's spring.
It's spring.
It's spring.
It's the opposite.
I don't know my seasons.
That's okay.
We don't have them here really anyway.
No.
Really? Yeah. No. I just know it's summer. I think I was about to say it's summer. It's not summer. It's spring. But it's
It's always
Florida, so
summer
it's
here.
summer.
Yeah, it's basically summer.
It's not like the 2 every other week of winter. So it's anyway. I don't know if you guys have know about hybrid.
That was the most
Yeah,
pregnant
I don't
pause.
What were you even talking about?
So your
I
car, when
like
it's
it.
hot
Shit.
as balls, your car does
hybrids
something.
and shit. Yeah.
Right.
It
So-
flies.
No,
Heather's got it. Heather's got it.
No. So my car's a hybrid, and hybrids do this fun little trick where I don't know if every hybrid does this, but some of them do. I don't know if Priuses do it. But apparently, okay. So anyway, I'm just gonna get to it. The engine shuts off when you come to a stop
Yeah.
because it's like you don't need to be moving.
Oh no.
So the
Yeah.
engine just shuts
Oh
off.
no.
Yeah.
The engine shuts off whenever I'm like at stoplights for a long period of time and it's hot as shit. When the engine shuts off, the air conditioning shuts off.
Oh.
So like 2 seconds after I see the little like auto stop light flashing, it's like warm air just.
That's a
and I'm
horrible
like,
feature.
Yeah.
If I move
There,
my, I've actually realized that if I move my foot up a little bit, it kicks back on without like moving the vehicle. But like.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do that, and then I'll put my foot back down because I'm like, cool, I don't want to actually have to move, but I want to make my car think I'm going to move so I can actually not, like, die of a heat stroke.
That's
that
the
hot
worst.
And then it just shuts right back off. It's like, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
My parents' new car that they have is like it's got an eco something
I have
engine
eco,
in it.
Yeah.
And it does that. It turns off when she comes to a complete stop, like at a red light or whatever. But the air conditioning doesn't turn off.
Yeah.
hers.
Mine
Well,
doesn't
my
do
air
that.
condition. Well, the air still blows, but yeah, the colding or the coldness of it shuts off. Yeah. Apparently, and I'm sure other cars do this better as well, but apparently, like Priuses have figured out, like Toyota's got like the air conditioning doesn't shut off in there or whatever. I don't know. Kind of jealous, but I don't know.
So what you're saying is you'd be fucked. if that
Toyota's
was
been
you.
doing it longer.
As
the
much as I
hybrid thing,
love
so.
my car, yeah, I realize that if
Oh, so let me
You know.
just point out, if somebody's car doors are wide open and there's two people just laying in the road, like, that's a fucking trap.
No.
Straight up.
Oh, yeah.
That's
no,
a trap. There is no
they're
reason
doing that on their
Wasn't
own.
there a
there's
thing
no
long
reason
ago that they were like,
anybody.
wasn't there a thing a little while ago that they were like abducting like women?
Oh, probably.
Like they were just all good Samaritans and they see someone
I feel
like
like
that
that's all the
actually
time.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I hear stories about that a lot.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but if you there's no reason whatsoever that two people would be out of their car on the ground. None.
Yeah.
None.
Like if I saw
Well, that
that
could mean
or
so they
anything
were just
similar,
murdered.
That wasn't an accident. I don't care.
In which
If then
case,
you keep going.
It's
There
too
was
late.
a story
Regardless,
about
I can't help them
yeah.
and fix the situation more than calling the fucking cops, and I can do that from the safety of my car.
Right.
Going fucking.
I would. The
not
second I
there.
saw
Stop.
people come out of the woods, I'd be like, "Excuse me." 911. There's a motherfucking shit going
I don't need to
around this
imagine
road.
what
Let me
happened
give
in
you
this
that
car.
license plate. The license plate is crazy fucks in the middle of the road. Get your asses out here now.
Listen,
Like,
it's either a cult or a flash mob, but either way, you gotta get your ass over here.
You gotta see this shit.
I am
like-
not seeing anybody anymore. There's no reason for anybody to propose to me in the middle of the night on the side of the road with a flashlight.
There's zero choreography
My
going
friends,
Zero.
my
Their
friends are
choreography is
not.
creeper. This is not Michael Jackson's Thriller. I'm out. No, that'd be terrible. There was
God.
there was a story. This guy was talking about him and his girlfriend and went out, like, you know, that feeling you get when you're being watched or you're
Yeah.
not alone. They went hiking up in the woods over by the Griffith Observatory.
Already
And
fuck
they were
that.
hiking in the middle of the night down this trail that people went down, but it was really sparsely, like, people weren't down there this late at night. And he felt something against his leg. And he was like, I'm going to keep walking. And as he kept walking, like, they forgot about it because he had this creepy feeling that they weren't alone and they kept hearing noises. And then, like, later on, I guess they were doing an interview with Ted Bundy. And he described a time when he almost got caught. And the guy, like, brushed against the body. And he was hiding. And he was ready to, like, attack the guy if he found the body. And they kept walking very quickly. And he was talking about how he, like, almost got caught. And I was like, fuck that shit! Like, nope! Yeah. Creepy stuff.
I just wonder, like, if that feeling
Too many close calls.
is always, like, irrational. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like, when
mine,
you're
I
alone.
have severe
Or I
irrational
wonder
anxiety.
if it is, like, irrational, like, you know.
Well,
Sometimes,
I used to wake
you
up.
can actually kind of tell, like, when people, like, if you, like, when you have eyes on you, like, that feeling is, like, based in...
It's a tangible thing, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's an actual,
It's a
like-
survival instinct.
yeah.
But there's also people like me who have panic attacks who are like,
Oh, yeah.
something bad's gonna fucking happen right now.
If
This
we
shit is
weren't-
happening. There's a propeller's gonna come through that goddamn window. My head's gonna get chopped off. And that happens at least once a week and nothing fucking happens.
If we weren't
So-
on the second story, that blind would be closed because dark. I don't like windows.
Oh,
I
he
don't
yeah,
hates
no.
that.
No.
Our-
There
Our
is
blinds
almost
cannot be
always
open.
going
No.
to be a murderer with a hatchet
No.
outside that
Oh
window.
yeah. I hate my lanai and like the pool area and whatnot because it's just like sliding glass doors, just
Yeah, and just open.
wide open and just like darkness. And I'm like, the worst part is that I know I can't see them, but I know there's light in here, and I'm
So
like,
they
they
can
can
see
easily
in.
see
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I hate that.
But I can't
That's
see
why,
them.
like, our pool has a light in it.
That's when
so
you
I
shut
turn
the light off
on.
and you just stare out your window and you look 10 times creepier.
Yep.
Nobody's gonna fuck with you. You stand there and you get a
because-
fucking like a raptor mask or something and just stand there in a suit.
I have.
Do that.
I'll just get naked
Every
and
night
just
for
like
a
stand
week.
there, and it'd be weird.
Every night
I'll just
for a
put my
week.
vagina wreath in them.
Yeah.
you know?
Have your
Vagina
vagina
wreath.
next to the
Put like
raptor
a red light,
face.
like a
In
red
a
light
suit.
to like
Yeah.
in the back, you know, like.
I-
Eat
backlighting
like
and,
cherries
you know.
off of it or
Oh.
something.
I used to have the
Oh,
stone, which I
God.
think
And
you
you
do.
stare out that window.
No, because I would
Because
imagine
somebody's
something.
gonna drive by and they're gonna go, I was gonna rob that place and kill that guy, but I'm terrified he's gonna do that to me.
Gonna keep going. I'm
And he
I'm
might
gonna end
choose.
up with being made into a wreath.
I will be, yes.
I don't want to know the story behind that wreath.
I will be dead. My body will be found on the side of the road, dressed like a bunny,
It's like American Gods, the wreath like swallows.
semen
people.
all
my
over
God.
it.
It's just a
Well,
vagina eating
you
people.
know, I have the Buffy cutout, the full-size one, which is not,
Yeah,
by the way. It's
that scares
definitely
the
an
crap out of
exaggeration.
everybody.
Right. So I used to have Stone Cold for years, and I used to face him towards the window when I was gone. So
Awesome.
just in case anybody was like peering in windows,
Like,
like,
They would see Stone
screw
Cold.
you. Yeah, like glaring back at them. Yeah. Just
I
definitely.
had a
Amazing.
giant, it was Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I won him in a contest. It was like 6 feet tall and it was stuffed and I always had it in my
It
apartment.
was stuffed? It wasn't
Yeah.
like a
No, it was
cardboard
a
cutout?
legit, no, it was a huge Jack stuffed. It was
Okay.
crazy, heavy duty thing. And
Alright.
my roommate
cool.
Jessica was this hardcore stoner and she would forget that I had it. So she would go down the stairs. I would always hear her like,
That's how you-
fuck! Shriek. And then usually it was accompanied by like a thud or a breaking noise of some sort.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
once I realized that like just standing still, she still forgot it was there every time.
Oh, yeah.
So I started fucking moving it around the house. And every time you'd hear like, God damn it! And this glass break or something happened. Fuck you, Leah! Like, she would yell at me and I would dress it up in clothes. Like, I would put it in lingerie.
You're that roommate.
That is so much better.
Well, I've
than a
done
cardboard
that.
I
cutout.
put it in lingerie in her bathroom. I had him sitting down with, like, lipstick all over his hands. Just like...
That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
moved Buffy one night in the garage, and I went out there to go get a beer, and I forgot that she was way closer to the fridge. So I just opened the door, and it was lit enough to where I'll open the fridge door. I didn't turn the light on, and the switch sucks anyway.
Oh, no.
So I opened the fridge to get a beer, and the light like hit her face like right here, and I almost dropped it. I was like, Jesus! I'm like, damn it! I was like.
I got my ex she was a huge fan of The Walking Dead, so I got her a Norman Reedus Daryl cutout, and yeah, we would just move that thing around, and then she would do it too. Like we would kind of both do it back and forth, and it was just it was
Think about
hilarious,
the-
but it was also
Three
really
Stooges
because I was
one.
like gonna take a shower, and like I moved the thing, and it was like right there. I'm like, what the okay.
A thing about people staring in your window, when I was like in 4th grade, yeah.
No.
We had a sleepover at my friend Lindsay's house, and there was a peeping Tom in the neighborhood at the time.
Fantastic.
And we were like laying down and looked up and saw just like, and then it moved, and we were like, whoa! Like we screamed and we took off. And they caught him that night, actually. They caught him, and we were like, what the fuck?
Oh,
None of us slept with our blinds open after that.
No.
It was
Oh, yeah,
so
no.
goddamn creepy to see someone's face.
Yeah.
in the
Oh
window. Have you
yeah.
Yeah.
seen that Halloween decoration? The creeper Halloween decoration?
I don't think so.
It is a prosthetic, like it's a head with the thing, and it's suction cups to the side of the wall.
That's horrible.
So you could just pop it at someone's window, and it looks like a dude.
God.
It is horrifying.
That's
Why
getting
would you do
That's
that?
getting
Yeah.
shot at my like I'm going, sorry about your Halloween decoration. Like you can
Yeah,
have
you
it
have it
back
back.
now. You owe me a window.
I gotta
Oh
show
my
you this.
god, that is just
Thing.
that's funny though.
Yeah.
That is just
Okay,
unnerving.
so here it is. It is so goddamn creepy. Look at this fucking decoration. Hold on. It's taking a second to load.
My
Oh,
my
take your
stepsisters
time.
one time.
No, there's no
no.
way. That is the
It's just-
worst
it's like-
thing I've ever seen in my life.
No.
He looks
No.
like a creeper.
I mean,
I'm putting a bullet right through
Yeah,
that.
I think
it's poorly made.
Like for real.
It is
Right.
Hardly
in the
realistic.
dark.
I was gonna
Right,
say
but
I,
in the
regardless.
I
dark.
think that is profiling. Okay,
In the dark,
like-
that's creepy as shit.
Yeah, no way.
That's creepy as shit in the dark.
yeah, no, that is terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, you
He
might
even
you
looks
might
like he's
realize-
breathing heavy. That's what's upsetting.
How do you portray
Sorry,
that?
let me, he looks like he's breathing heavy. Like,
Looks like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
all
like,
at
he's like-
once.
yeah, a little bit of
Oh.
Quasimodo in there.
It's like
This
mid-
one
kind of
is.
nice.
This one actually taps.
Oh, good.
No.
Speaking of
Why
that,
would you make that?
my stepsisters, I guess they were
To scare people.
They were on like a sleepover or something, and they were in their room and
Have
I
a
heard
Halloween
somebody
party.
tap on
Don't
their
tell anyone
window,
about the decorations.
and it was like a
Decoration.
noticeable like it wasn't. It
Be like, oh, can
was,
you
it
see
could
if
have only been a tap,
Samantha's
and,
gotten here yet?
But they
And-
didn't see anything.
And they like.
I, at one
like,
time,
just check out the
was
window.
dating
And then
this
it's
girl,
there.
and
And
she
people all
left her cell phone in. It was late at night. She left. She left her cell phone in my room. Left, and it had to be a good 30 minutes or more. That finally I'm going. No, I'm like, I'm hearing things. I know I'm not crazy. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I have neighbors down the street that tend to drink and yell and fight loud. The police are there in way more than they need to be. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe that's the drunk people down the road. And I'm going, no, that's not that. And I'm like, so I decided to go, instead of look through the window and open the blinds at the fact that somebody's there, I look outside and I was like, oh, and her car is still there. And I open the door and come around the side, and she's like weeping in the corner like, oh God, it's you. I'm really sorry. I'm like, are you okay? Like, what? Oh, and I thought instantly, like, you must have left your phone. And she's like, I've been out here for like half an hour. And I'm like, why? She's like, I left my phone in your room, and I didn't want to tap on the window or make any noise because I didn't want you to freak out. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. Here's your phone. Like, I felt really bad.
Feel so bad.
And I thought, and the minute I thought about it, I knew she left, I thought instantly, though, like, wait a minute, like, no. Because I didn't hear from her yet, and I'm like, normally she sent me a message when she got home, but I'm just like, that felt really bad because you didn't want to alert me because you thought I would, like, attack you through the window. And I'm like, I'm glad you know, though, never to, like, try to play a joke on me to do that, though. Like, at least you're aware, like, you know.
That I will murder
Right,
you.
like,
you have
don't,
some,
you
some
know.
sort of survival instinct.
I'm like, you could have, like, said my name, though, and at least I would have known it was somebody that, you know.
That's why I can't. I
would have been less
we were
cautious,
talking about
like, okay.
how I really want to go to the Halloween Horror Nights this year because they're doing Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Which looks amazing.
Yeah.
But I can't do haunted shit because I hit things.
Right.
If something jumped out at